So this video is prepping the printer for long-time storage or shipping of the printer. This will also include the maintenance of the printer as well. The main components or the items you're going to require are 4 syringes. The first syringe, just a clean syringe, nothing attached to the tip of it. So it will be used for pushing the ink from the dampers back into the bottles. Second syringe, clean as well, has a silicone connector attached, about double the length of the tip of the syringe, used for flushing of the printer head. Third syringe, you may not have this in a syringe. This is sewing machine oil used for greasing of the railing system. And the last syringe is just a used for waste ink. It has no connector attached to it. This is used for the bottom tubes of the capping station if you need to pull ink from it. You also have lint-free gauzes here, which leave no residue when used to clean the printer, including the encoder strip. This is very important. 2 types of screwdrivers, a flathead, and you got a Phillips screwdriver here. Paper towels for the mess. Non-acetone nail polish remover. It's important that you use non-acetone because any acetone will damage components of the printer. Excuse me. You also have, this is just a dirty cotton pad. You can use paper towels. This will be used to collect any waste solution when you flush the head with the nail polish remover. So before you want to start everything, make sure that the tray power is in a lower position, just leaving enough clearance for when you flush the solution from the printer head. Also, what you see is I already removed the printer cover. In order to do that, you would actually lower the ink basket down to the bottom. We put that inside the printer for now. Make sure the lids of the ink bottles are loose, not tight, because we're going to be pushing the ink back into the bottles. The next thing you want to make sure is when you remove the cover, you're going to have to unplug the USB cables as well as the power cables as well. And remove the cover so that we can just get a better viewpoint of the printer as well. So I'm going to just move some things aside for now so we can get started. The first thing we're going to do is push the ink from the dampers individually back into the bottles. So let's move some things aside. Manually feed the tray in. I'm going to take first the flathead screwdriver. And starting with the black, you want to take the screwdriver and I'm going to take this and you'll see each damper has a little plastic piece to it in which you can place underneath right here and pull up. So I got the flathead screwdriver, going to go right underneath that lip and just pull up like so. If you have a bracket that's holding your dampers in place, that bracket will look something similar to this. So you may have to unscrew the bracket first. Once that bracket's unscrewed, you set that aside. So what I did was to remove the damper, took the screwdriver and I just pivoted it up like this, and it just pops right back out. When you seat the damper back in, you could use the same flathead screwdriver, and once the damper is lined up, just push down and it'll sit right back in. So we're going to do that again. Take the flathead, just a better angle, pull right up. So now that that's up, I'm going to take the first syringe, clean, nothing connected to the tip, and what I'll do is I'll push the ink back from the tubing system back into the bottle. And you know that that's being pushed back is, you'll see there's no ink in the tubing system. So I'm going to continue to do that until all the ink is pushed through. And normally what I tend to do is either take a Ziploc bag and place the damper into so it doesn't drip everywhere. At the same time, this is number 1. I go here and I tighten the lid for number 1. And let's place that damper in here for now. We're going to continue to do that for all the colors. So let's do that again. Take this next color out. You can, if you want, take them all out, but I normally do one at a time. Push the ink back. Close that lid. Take the next one. Close the lid for that. Close that lid. Got 4 more to go. And if you're comfortable not using the flathead, you don't have to use it. You generally don't want any ink in the actual damper itself. If the tip of the syringe gets dirty, all you just have to do is just wipe it down. If you get any ink in here, that's what you don't want, because you don't want to contaminate the color. So I'm just going to wipe the tip of that again. And I got the last one here. So remember, tighten all the lids for the ink bottles. So that's all tight now. Now what I do is I take that zip, be it a Ziploc bag or even a glove, place all the dampers in there, because you don't want anything, of course, dripping. You can tie it up or just use an elastic band. I'll just put that aside for now. The next thing you want to do is unlock the printer head from the capping station. There's 2 ways to unlock it. I'm just going to grab some tape. Just tape that closed. You can unlock it by spinning the gear at the bottom of the capping station, and I'm pushing the gear away from me. And you see the printer head lowered. You can now move it off the capping station. I'm going to move it back over, and I'll show you another way to unlock it as well. So let's lock it by pushing the gear towards me, and you see that it can't rotate any further, and you know it's locked because you won't be able to move the printer head. I'm going to take the Phillips screwdriver on the right hand side of the printer. What you'll see is an arrow engraved in the printer frame, but also there's a circle here in which you can stick the Phillips screwdriver and spin this. I spin it towards the left to unlock it. If it doesn't unlock, try spinning it the opposite direction. You'll know that it unlocks because the printer head will lower. And you see it's the same thing as unlocking it as well. So whichever method you're comfortable with, I normally prefer the screwdriver myself. So let's go back here. We unlock the printer head. Next thing we're going to do is flush the printer head now. So let me take that second syringe, which is a clean one, has a silicone tip attached connector to it. Don't forget to grab the material that you're going to use to collect the solution that's going to drip from the printer head. Non-acetone nail polish remover. So when I first do this, I take half a syringe first.